Underneath the oak where the shadow lingers long, I found your scarf blue as the dusk, singing a prairie song. Right there by the crooked bend on Jenkins' old dirt road, we watched the stars crowd the night as the cool wind softly blowed. Starry night burns, oh how it burns, lighting old memories at each of the turns. Where the river runs deep by the edge of your eyes, there I linger still where our old love lies. Now the porch creaks a lonely tune neath the weight of silent moons, and the cabin's empty rooms hold the echoes of our laughs. The dusty trails where we once rode now just tracks the wild wind blow. My heart's a saddle worn and old, lost in the echoes of our past. Starry night burns, oh how it burns, each spark a whisper of return. In the silence of the plains, under skies wide and high, I roam with the dust under your starlit sky. By the faded trails and where the wildflowers hide, I reckon with the ghost of dreams that never died. Yet in the hush twixt dusk and dawn, by that lonely ridge, I find a peace in knowing love's more than the bridge I failed to build. Starry night burns, forever it burns, a torch in the void where the heart yearns. Deep as the river, wild as the rain, in the whispers of the wind, I hear your name. Yes, in the whispers of the wind, I'll always hear your name.
Out where the creek rolled through, neath the whispering pines, I found her wild rose laugh in the bend where the water signs linger in shadows cast by an oak tree's might. We carved our names one summer's eve neath the glow of twilight. Oh, the creek rolled through like memories in the rain, washing over old wounds, but the scars remain. Those gravel roads whisper with echoes of her tune. Every sunset bleeds the same where the creek rolled through. Now the porch swings empty where once we used to sit, talking about forever in the flicker of a candle lit. But seasons turn like pages, her scarf caught on the breeze left me with these empty hands and falling autumn leaves. Oh, the creek rolled through like memories in the rain, washing over old wounds, but the scars remain. The gravel roads are quieter, the cabin's heart feels blue, every trail grows colder
where the creek rode through. I wander these forgotten roads where our dreams once danced in view. An old saddle's all I carry aside from thoughts of you. But even stars lose their way in the vast unending night, just like I roam without you neath this endless twilight. Yes, the creek rode through like a song lost in the wind. It sings of sweet love gone as my heartstrings slowly thin. Now I lay me down by the river's gentle coo. Find me where the shadows fall, where the creek rode through. Let the water run, let the memories stay true, lost in the dust of time, where the creek rode through. Out where the wild roses used to climb, near the sleepy town by the county line. Old oak tree marks where we'd meet, shadows stretch long, memories bittersweet. That porch swing creaks with ghostly tales of whispered loves when all else fails. Memory haunts like a lone coyote's cry underneath that vast unending sky. Riding through these plains, just me and my sorrow. Trails gone cold in the dust of our morrows. The cabin stands but the light's long gone, like the laughter we shared till the break of dawn. Saddle worn and your scarf still blue, but nothing feels right without you. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now just pathways to what we'd own. Memory haunts like a lone coyote's cry underneath that vast unending sky. Chasing shadows where the wild winds blow, holding on to a ghost in the twilight's glow. The rain taps soft on the window pane, echoes of steps calling your name in the silence where I found my fears. The dust settles deep, as do my tears. So memory haunts like a lone coyote's cry, echoing through these fields where my heart lies. Each sunset burns, then fades out of view, lost in the twilight, lost without you. As the stars peer down from a sky so vast, I'm holding on to echoes of the past.
There's an old oak tree that whispers by the porch, where the ghosts of summer scars hang in the air. Footsteps echo neath the boards where we once walked. In that sleepy dust of dusk, I see you there. The prairie sky paints shadows in your shape, while the cabin's creaking sounds play our old tunes. And each sunset spills like whiskey through my heart. Empty bottles laying round this lonesome room. Oh, how the wind recalls your soft, gentle name. Through the willows, it's your laughter sounds the same. Those porch haunts grip me, won't let the past depart, as night drapes its cloak in the corners of my gloom. Years have dried the rivers that once fed these lands. Gravel roads now lead to places time forgot. The chair rocks gently touched by unseen hands. In the stillness I hear what the years have wrought. An empty saddle, worn path grown over. No more rides through the fields of clover, just the dust. Each sunset spills like whiskey through my heart. Shadows dance in solitude, my soul's encased. Oh, how the wind whispers your soft, gentle name. In the silence of the night I hide my shame. Those porch haunts hold tight, won't let my sorrows part. Lost in echoes of the love I still can taste. Under starlit skies my regrets lay bare. The sagebrush scents the bitter truth I know. Time hasn't healed, it's just a thin disguise, covering the trails where we used to ride. Every sunset spills like whiskey through my soul. Memories like rain through my fingers uncontrolled. Oh, how the wind murmurs your soft eternal name. With each whisper it's clear I'll never be the same. This porch haunts my dreams, where your shadows forever roam. In the quiet of the dawn I face this world alone. Such is the way of a cowboy's heart, bound to the land, to the lost, and the twilight stars. In the shadow of the oak where wild daisies grow, I heard her laughter mingle with the breeze so low. Underneath that sky as wide as a dreamer's heart, we carved our names, not just a faded part. Her scarf a splash of red against the dust, fluttering like a flag, surrender to its trust. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves. Her whispers thin from the saddle to the porch, where empty swings sway. Her echo wanders in the dusk, where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. Peeled away the paint from that old wooden door where laughter used to live. Now silence grips the floor, the path we walk now overtaken by the weeds. Lost tracks like my heart, choked by unspoken needs. The cabin holds the cold like the bed keeps the shape of her window. Stare blank like eyes that remember how we were. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves. Her whispers thin from the
dusty swing sway, or echo wanders in the dusk where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. How the river knows to bend inside, holding reflections of a cloudless sky. But in its steps it hides a stone so sharp, just like the pieces of my broken heart. Her voice fell apart like rain through my hands, fading footprints in soft sinking sands. Through whiskey dreams and the cold night's embrace, in every shadow I still search her face. Now every starfall reminds me of the start. Her voice fell apart, and so did my heart.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where the wildflowers used to smile at me, we carved our names, young and free, on that bark where no one else could see. The sun dipped low through leaves that spilled on a dusty road to a dream we'd build. Your scarf it danced on the southern breeze, while we swore our love beneath the whispering leaves. But now the oak tree stands so still in the silent grasp of the cold hills will. Your scarf's gone with the winds that chill, and I'm just a shadow, lonesome and still. Years rolled by like thundering trains. Love's sweet summer turned to autumn rains. That old porch swing, it sways alone, singing creeks in a tune of its own. The cabin's empty, the fire's died down, gravel roads lost beneath weeds overgrown, where once your laughter filled the air, now just echoes of despair. But still the oak tree stands so still, guarding old dreams that the night can't kill. Your scarf's lost in a past that chills, and I'm just a shadow, lonesome and still. Sometimes a heart can travel miles in the quiet look of a fading smile, but every sunset that paints the sky is just another goodbye. Yes, the oak tree stands profoundly still under heavens that time can't fill. Your scarf of memory faded and frail, and I'm forever a cowboy, lonesome but will ride these trails quiet and shrill, where the oak tree stood
still. Out by the old split rail where the bluebells sleep and oak trees stand scars deep where hearts once spoke, beneath its shade our whispered dreams did weep. In the dust of dawn where our love awoke, I wore a grin white as the river's bend, your scarf a fluttering red against the sky. Promises as endless as the land we'd tend, now just a cracked frame that flew with the July. Oh, my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound over gravel roads where our laughter's drowned. Sunset bleeds like the tears we used to shed underneath the endless aching sky we wed. Came upon that cabin, walls now lean, the porch still groans under the weight of ghosts. Once a haven, our secluded evergreen, now it whispers with the solitude it hosts. The saddle sits untouched by time's harsh scale, as if waiting for your gentle hand's return. But the trails we rode together have grown pale, in the silence even bravest fires burn. Oh, my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound over gravel roads where our laughter's drowned. Sunset bleeds like the tears we used to shed underneath the endless aching sky we wed. In the quiet towns where shadows play, I find pieces of you slipping through the fray. A dance, a glance, a smile once shared, lost in the winds like dust unprepared. So my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound, every sunset a memory as the world spins round. A cracked frame, a fleeting whisper of love once read beneath the boundless aching sky forever we tread. Cracked frame flew with the wind, saddle alone, my heart's forever spent. With the dust I ride into the sunset's glow, where our soul song plays on, and ever will I know. In the shadow of an oak where whispers cling to the wind, I first saw her wild eyes like a storm about to begin. We shared dreams on that old porch under lanterns' faint glow. Her laughter mingled with the breeze from long, long ago. Her eyes haunt the sunsets when the sky bleeds into night. In the chill of desert's kiss, I feel her close holding tight. From the dust trails to the creeks, under skies vast and gray, her ghost in the winds howl as I wander stray. Years sprawled like the roads I've rode, gravel loose and warm. Each town a reminder of what's lost, my heart sworn. The cabin stands empty, the door creaks with no end. The scarf she left behind, now my companion, my friend. Her eyes haunt the sunsets when the sky bleeds into night. In the chill of desert's kiss, I feel her close holding tight. From the dust trails to the creeks, under skies vast and gray. Her ghost in the wind's howl as I wander straight by the creek the oak tree knew as I carved her name in its side. Rain washed away the letters like tears I've cried, but her eyes, those wild storms, are etched deep within, a part of the land, the air, my sins. Her eyes haunt the sunsets, they're in every fading light. Every night I bed down, feeling her whisper goodnight. Though time may march on and my trails might fade, in the heart of the wild, her spirit stays, never to evade. Her eyes home. Out by the ridge where the oak tree stands tall, once whispered secrets in the shadows of fall. You laughed under starlight so wild and so bold. Near the wagon wheel turned cold. Oh, the winds of the prairie keep singing your name. In the rustle of leaves I still feel the same, but the heart of this cowboy's grown weary and old. By the wagon wheel turned cold. We carved our dreams in the side of that hill, in the quiet little town where time stood still. But seasons turned as our story was told. Leaves fell round the wagon wheel cold. Your scarf in the breeze like a flag unfurled, now just a memory in this lonely world. Rain washed your footsteps from the path we'd strolled, leaving just the wagon wheel silent and cold. Oh, the winds of the prairie keep singing your name. In the rustle of leaves I still feel the same, but the heart of this cowboy's grown weary and old. By the wagon wheel turned cold. So here by the firelight with embers aglow, I ponder on love lost and the dust of the road. Each sunset's a painting that's never quite sold, a landscape of life with its colors now old. Yes, the winds of the prairie still sing your sweet name, and the ghost of your touch sets my soul all aflame. I'll ride these trails till my last tale is told, haunting the wagon wheel turned cold. Forever near the wagon wheel turned cold.
In the shade of an ancient oak, I carved our names on a heart as wild as the creek where we met. Your scarf still fragrant with summer rain, drapes over the old porch, whispers of silhouettes. Beneath the boughs, glass shattered sharp. Memories like stars spilled dark and deep. Shattered glass fell apart just like the promises in the dark. Each piece a story under moonlit skies. I walk these empty trails, my heart is barren as the land, with nothing but the wind to hear my cries. The cabin stands, but the laughter's gone. Dust dances alone where you once danced with me. Gravel roads stretch out like the lines of a sad old song, leading nowhere to towns where we used to be. Saddles worn and the echoes of your laughter grow faint. Our once blazing sun, now a dying embers glow. Shattered glass fell apart, scattering light and dark, mirroring a sky too vast, too blue, too stark. I roam these fading trails under the weight of past tales, silent as the shadows that embrace the dust. Oh, but love in this vast whispering solitude, I found no peace, nor have I eluded your ghost. Every sunset bleeds into a lonesome prelude to nights spent searching for what I miss most. Shattered glass underfoot, in the heart of my boots, grinding softly as I tread past our dreams. This trail may wind and my song may be mute, but your memory rides with me, split at the seams. Shattered glass, shattered heart, where the wild rivers part, I'll keep riding with you forever, lost in the dust. In the whisper of the wind through the old oak trees, where the trail runs cold and the creek bends low, I found an echo of you, the shadow and the leaves underneath that sky where our dreams used to flow. By the dusty road, your old porch still stands, where you laughed and danced, your scarf in your hand. Boot sleeps by the door like he's waiting for your sound, but the night only answers with your memory's ghost. The stars overhead like the tears that I found, falling for the love, now a whisper of smoke in this lonesome heart where the wild roses grow. Boot sleeps, but the winds they forever know. Roll like thunder across these plains, saddles worn and dusty, just like my heart. The cabin stands empty, just the shadows remain of the laughter that once filled, now tears us apart. Gravel roads, fading trails to town so quiet and still. Every sunset pulls my heart against its own will. Boot sleeps by the door where your footsteps fade, and the echoes of us are just whispers in the shade. The stars still weep with the pain of our old tune, silent like the night where the heartache is vast as the dune. In this hollow soul where the cold winds blow, Boot sleeps, but the memories they never let go.
these lands, caught in a dream. With each step I take, it's your name that the dust speaks, and still of the night where the old wood creaks. Boot sleeps by the door, not a stir, not a peep. In the quiet of the dawn, it's your love I still keep. Underneath the vast sky where wild hearts once roamed. Boot sleeps and I wander forever alone. In the whispers of the wind where our story was sown. Boots dreams of you as I face each dusk on my own.
In the shadow of the old oak's arms where the river sings and the valley charms, she danced a silhouette against setting suns. A memory forged where the wild creek runs. Her laugh, a breeze through the chapel pines. Her kiss, sweet as the summer winds on the porch where the creaking swing still sighs, whispering tales neath the stormy sky. Oh, grave closed her eyes, left me dreaming alone, with the ghost of her whisper and the echo of her moan. Underneath the starlit canvas where the lonely coyotes cry, I'm just a shadow waiting for the day when shadows die. But the cabin's empty, the fire's cold, the trails we walked are overgrown and old. Rain taps on the rooftops like forgotten tales, lost in the thunder of the lonesome gales. A scarf she left still smells of wild rose, faded by the sun, frayed by the blows. Time it steals the brightest flame away, left me with the dusk, took the day. Oh, grave closed her eyes, left me dreaming alone, with the ghost of her whisper and the echo of her moan. Underneath the starlit canvas where the lonely coyotes cry, I'm just a shadow waiting for the day when shadows die. By the old oak tree I carved her name in the heart-shaped nook, still looks the same, as if the oak's aged skin and its deep dark eyes hold the secret to where the true heart lies. Yes, grave closed her eyes, now I roam dusk to dawn, a cowboy with his heart, but all his chances gone. With each dusty sunset and each trail that fades away, she's the whisper in the valley where I'll lay down someday. Oh, grave closed her eyes, and I've been dreaming ever since, in the quiet of the ghost towns by the fence. But love, like the river, finds its way despite the lies, in the lands where even shadows dare to rise.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the scarlet sun dips low, found an old oak by the river, carvings faded long ago. With her scarf caught in the branches, whispering secrets soft and slow. Ghost waits where we used to wander through each storm and gentle snow. Oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys underneath the starlit skies. Every sunset kindles memories where her laughter never dies. In the hush of empty cabins down those gravel roads I roam, ghost waits at the edge of twilight, calling this old cowboy home. Time has worn the leather saddle, trails have faded into dust. Wildflowers on the prairie hold the fragrance of her trust. Old Porch Creek's a somber rhythm, tales of days when life was lush. Ghost waits in the silent echoes where the wind sings through the brush. Oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys underneath the starlit skies. Every sunset kindles memories where her laughter never dies. In the hush of empty cabins down those gravel roads I roam, ghost waits at the edge of twilight, calling this old cowboy home. Rain falls soft on rusty tin roofs, stirs us in a years gone by. Each droplet a note in the ballad of a love that doesn't die. Through the whispers of the aspens, through the chill in autumn's glow, she's the warmth within the cold wind, the heart I can't let go. Oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys underneath the starlit skies. Every sunset burns like fire in the mirror of my eyes. In the hush of empty cabins where past and present seem to blend, ghost waits at the gates of dawn where cowboys' trails may never end. Ghost waits and I keep riding beneath the endless ageless skies, bound to roam forever haunted by the love I can't deny.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the whispers of the prairie song, sparrow listen on a wire, old and frayed to the size of my heart like a serenade. By the dusty cabin where we once danced, where love was born in a fleeting glance. Oh, the winds they change, as do hearts, and sparrows fly where morning starts. But my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where your hand slipped from mine. Sparrow listened as we said goodbye, the sunset wept in a crimson sky. Gravel roads now less traveled by, creek beds dry where we used to lie. An old scarf clings to a branch turned gray like the color of skies on a stormy day. Echoes of laughter, the shutters slam, silence fills the air as the door frame jams. Oh, the winds they change, as do hearts, and sparrows soar where morning starts. But my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where your hand slipped from mine. Sparrow listened as we said goodbye, the sunset wept in a crimson sky. Fading trails, the hoof prints disappear, just like us, swallowed by the years. A lone saddle, resting by the shed, memories of you dancing in my head. Sparrow flies, but the story's told in the whispering wind, so raw, so cold. lost love's cost, and sparrows find all that we have lost. Still my soul's tethered to that porch of pine, under stars where forever seem fine. Sparrow listened, oh sparrow knows, in the quiet towns where the heartache grows, by the fading light where shadows play, I'll sit and wait for the break of day.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river's bend, I found your scarf, the color of the sunset's end. We danced 'neath starlit skies, so reckless and so young, where our whispers mingled with the songs that kites sung. Oh, my heart wore a brim like the hat that flew with the wind, chasing the dust down old gravel roads where our dreams had been. Now every sunset bleeds just a shade of what it's been since my hat flew with the wind. Now the porch swing creaks along where your laughter filled the air. Those empty cabins moan with the ghost of every care. The saddle's worn and dry, like the tears I've learned to hide. On the trails we used to ride, now I wander far and wide. Yes, my heart wore a brim like the hat that flew with the wind, chasing the dust down old gravel roads where our dreams have been. Now every sunset bleeds just a shade of what it's been since my hat flew with the wind. The endless sky where the eagle used to soar, I've come to realize I can't hold you anymore. But in the whispering breeze, in the rustling of the leaves, your memory softly weaves through everything I breathe. Still my heart wears a brim like the hat that flew with the wind, chasing the dust down old gravel roads where our dreams have been. Every sunset bleeds just a shade of what it's been. Oh, how my hat flew with the wind. Guess I'll always be just as lost as that old hat in the wind.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grew, she laughed under sunsets, painting skies a dusty hue. Her scarf a streak of crimson against the fading light, lingers in my memory like the last whisper of night. Old Porch Creek with secrets as we watch stars align. Her whispers in the wind, forever etched in time. Her goodbye whispers haunt the gravel roads I roam. Echoes of a love now just a ghost in my bones. Each town feels empty, like the cabin we once knew. Underneath the starry sky, her words were my truth. Years have turned like pages in a book worn and read. The oak tree stands alone, the daisy's long since dead. Rain taps on the saddle where she once sat by me. Now it's just a leather throne for dust and memories. The trails we blazed together, now faded, overgrown, left me wandering these hills, a cowboy all alone. Her goodbye whispers haunt the gravel roads I roam. Echoes of a love now just a ghost in my bones. Each town feels empty, like the cabin we once knew. Underneath the starry sky, her words were my truth. Sometimes in the silence, for the dawn breaks anew, I swear I feel her presence in the chill of the dew. Yet every sunrise teaches what I didn't know I'd miss. The warmth of her goodbye, the eternity in her kiss. Her goodbye whispers soft as shadows in the gloam, a melody of heartache, the anthem of my own. As twilight claims the heavens and I settle in the night, her love's a distant echo, a fading trail of light. Underneath the starry sky, where dreams dare not lie, her whispers guide me still on this lonely cowboy ride.
Underneath the oak tree shadow, where the old river bends, I once carved our names in the bark with promises without end. We watched sunsets paint the valleys, feeling time slip through our hands. By campfires glow under starlit skies in these forgotten lands. But now the campfire hides the tears I've cried. The wind whispers your name through the lonesome pines. This saddle's worn and these trails have gone cold. My heart's still out there in the stories untold. The old porch swing's still creaking, but it sings a silent tune. Like the scarf you left that's faded now, it dreams under the moon. Those gravel roads we wandered, now just paths I roam alone. Every cabin empty, every echo a reminder of my own. Yes, the campfire hides the tears I've cried. The dust stirs memories I keep inside. Rain falls on this heart of stone in the twilight's embrace, where I've grown so alone. I've walked through storms and under skies so vast and clear. Each step away from you, every mile just more fear. But love is the ghost in the fog rolling in, haunting the heartlands where we once dreamed to begin. So the campfire hides, and I'm out here still trying to find a trace of your laughter in the breeze, a piece of peace left behind. My love's a shadow flickering by the fire's dying light. Campfire hides my sorrow as I whisper your name into the night.
Out where the oak shadow lays long on the ground, I found her scarf by that old ghost town. The sun dipped low like it knew her name, painted her memory across the plains in flame. Lost trail sank where we used to ride. Underneath the stars, I've got nowhere to hide. The wind whispers secrets in a language that's dead. Oh, how I wish I could forget what she said. Years roll by like thunder across a dry sky. That old porch creaks with my lonesome sigh. The cabin's empty, the fire's long cold. Dust covers dreams and youth feels old. The lost trail sank where we used to ride. Underneath the stars, I've got nowhere to hide. Whisper secrets in a language that's dead. Oh, how I wish I could forget what she said. By the riverbed, the water still knows the reflection of her face in the afterglows. My saddle's worn, torn too. In the silence of the rain, all I see is you. Lost trail sank where our love once lay. Gravel roads and sunsets now just lead me astray. I ride along with the dust biting cold. Lost trail sank, but the story's all told. A trail once etched in the land and my heart. Now just a path where shadows start. Lost trail sank, and with it my soul. In this wild land, love's a tale too old.
empty shadows lay along across the lane. I recall a cabin weathered by the wind and rain. Her laughter lived like wildfire, wild and uncontained. And in that flickering sunlight, her smile called my name. Like a whisper through the chaparral, her voice would softly clang. Each corner of my restless heart, a love I can't reclaim. Now the prairie winds are colder and the silence speaks her name. Since her smile called my name, nothing's been the same. Underneath the porch light where we used to sit and dream, an empty rocking chair now sways a ghostly quiet scene. That dusty road we walked along, now just a fading trail. Her scarf still hangs upon the hook, frayed and pale. Like a whisper through the chaparral, her voice would softly claim. Each corner of my restless heart, a love I can't reclaim. Now the prairie winds are colder and the twilight feels so tame. Since her smile called my name, everything's changed. In the silence neath the stars, I feel her touch in the midnight rain. Each drop of memory falling softly mingle joy and pain. An old guitar plays slowly a melody of days when she was mine, echoing through the canyon like a lost, forgotten time. Like a whisper through the chaparral, her voice forever claims a part of my wandering soul on these endless open plains. Now every sunset's bittersweet, painted with her flame. Since her smile called my name, I've never been the same. Every trail I ride, every quiet night, her smile calls my name.
In the shade of an ancient oak, by the river band's embrace, I first saw her wildflower eyes at the dawn of our golden days. Her laughter danced with the river's flow under skies so vast and brave. In that old town where the roots dug deep, we swore our hearts to save. But the river band fades like her whispers across the plains. My wandering soul wrapped in her scarf, the color of autumn rain. Each sunset spills secrets soul on gravel roads, memories wait. Oh, the river band fades, oh, the river band fades. The years rolled like storm clouds through, the oaks now stand alone. Our cabin's hearth, once warm with dreams, lies silent, stark and bone. Where once her delicate touch had bloomed, now only shadows cast. And the paths we walked are overgrown as this morning our love's past. Yes, the river band fades like her whispers across the plains. My tired heart clings to a saddle worn in the the grip of winter's chains. No more her laughter echoes, just the wind's soft serenade. Oh, the river band fades. Yes, the river band fades. Under the crescent moon's watchful eye, I confess to the stars above, the hardest trails I've come to ride are those away from a lost love. But every nightfall leads me back to where old memories reside, at the river bend where I let her go and where part of me has died. So the river bend fades in the dusk of my heart's deep sighs, carrying dreams on the dust-strewn trails under endless open skies. Let her name be whispered by the creek where the willows weep and swayed. For as long as the river bend fades, my love will never fade. Oh, the river bend fades.